Recently, I got massaged by a maid. Let me tell you about that in this video. Hey, my name is Tony.Vega. I produce content about Japan. You can find it all at japankyo.com. Japan Station Podcast, Ichimon Japan Podcast, links in the show notes. I do all that stuff. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can support japankyo.com/Patreon. You know what all that is, just, links in the show notes, blah, 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 blah. Let's get into the story today. So during my most recent trip to Japan, which I've been talking about a lot lately because it was quite an epic trip, I walked from Kyoto to Tokyo. I called it the Tokaido Challenge. I'm legally blind. It was quite challenging. I've been releasing, videos and podcasts and stuff about that recently, and there's probably going to be more to come. So, follow on the whatever the podcast, the YouTube channel, all that. Subscribe, blah 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 blah. Okay, so I was in Japan September to October of 2023, and I walked 25 days, took 4 days off, made it to Tokyo in 29 days. Traveled 29 days and made it to Tokyo from Kyoto, 500 kilometers, 300 miles. Blah blah blah. Of course, I got really tired so many times along the way. Like, my legs were hurting, my calf started hurting, I got a blister, and I was like tired, of course, just fatigued. I made it. I was okay, and I would recover and I would sleep and feel better, blah blah blah. But it was tough, and not just on my legs, but also sometimes on my back and this and that. And I fell down and I got all scratched up, and I still am hurting in my knees, blah blah blah. Anyway, so I wanted to get a massage. Like, just my for my feet, my legs, my back. I wanted a massage, but I didn't have time to get a massage during the whole trip until the very end. So the very last day, my flight was at 9:30 p.m. And I had to check out of my hotel at 11 a.m. So I had the day off, and I was in Shinagawa in Tokyo, and I had that day free. So I decided I'm going to get a massage today. Now, here's another thing of context here, a little extra bit of context. The yen right now, dollar to yen exchange rate is amazing for the dollar. If you have dollars right now, it's a great time to go to Japan. At least at the time of this recording, it's like 150 yen to a dollar, something like that. So you save so much money, compared to like 4 years ago. Anyway, I decided to get a massage. Now, I create content about Japan. Getting a massage in Japan is not that interesting. So I thought, okay, maybe there's some kind of interesting, massage thing. Maybe I can turn this into content somehow, right? Maybe I can do a video about this somehow. And the idea that I was in Tokyo. And not that far away from me is Akihabara, right? The place that is well known as being like the anime mecca. And of course, there's maid cafes in Akihabara, right? And that's one of the most well-known things about Japan, that there, not Japan, Akihabara specifically, that there's these maid cafes and the maids serve you, blah, blah, blah. So I had the idea, I wonder actually, I didn't have an idea. I remembered one time I was in Akihabara, and I remember hearing this maid that was passing out flyers, and she was, it was for a foot massage place. And I remembered, oh, okay. And so I thought maybe there's a massage place with maids, right? It's so funny. To me, it's so funny to me, but then I looked it up and I found one. And it's just a massage place, but the massage therapist, whatever they're called, I don't know. In Japanese, they call them a serapisto, but whatever. She's dressed like a maid, right? And it's kind of like this maid theme. And I looked it up. It was in Akihabara. And it was it ended up being like $85 or I don't know, 12,000 something yen, I think, for 90 minutes. And it was a foot massage and back massage and head massage. And it ended up being hand massage as well. So, okay. $85 basically, that's what it ended up being. $85, 90 minutes, and I get to turn this into content, and I just have a unique only in Japan kind of experience. All right, I'll do this. So I got on the train, 11 a.m. I had to check out, get my stuff ready, blah, blah, Shinagawa, at the Prince Hotel, very conveniently located. So I got that stuff ready, blah, blah, got out of my hotel, got on the train, went to Akihabara. I had made a reservation, I think the day before, right? So made my reservation at 2 p.m. Started heading out there. And put it in Google Maps, and it's about like a 7-minute walk from the train station. It's a little bit out of the main strip area. I find the area, and it's basically like a very nondescript street with like not much on it. Like, I shot some video. All right, so it was the very first place that I thought it might be because they have that little sign there, and it is the 6th floor of this building. But like for me, as a person who's legally blind, like it just looked like, oh, this just looks like a street. I can't even see like any businesses or street signs or anything. Like, oh, here's a ramen, or like, like some big lantern or big sign or something. Like it just looked like just a random like street with like maybe apartment buildings. But Google Maps said, oh, you've arrived. And so I start looking around. I go into the wrong building first, like, okay, this doesn't seem like it has stairs or anything, blah, blah, blah. And then I look around some more, and I end up finding it. After a little while, I end up finding a building that has like a little plaque inside, like a little like directory, right? And then at the top on the 6th floor, it says Felicie. Now, Felicie, Felicie, is the name of this place. And so what I did was, again, I'm partially sighted, partially blind, whatever you want to call it. I can't see very well. So I couldn't see the directory. So I took a photo of it. And then I went outside and I zoomed in. It's like, oh, there it is. I could recognize the logo, the writing. So I was a little bit early. So, I left. I walked back to the main area. There was some street performer there. I watched that for a while. Then I ended up walking back. So I get there, 6th floor, walk up the stairs. As I'm getting there, like the previous client is like leaving, and then the maid's coming out. They go, oh, okay, I guess I found it. And then I walk in, and there's like a lobby area, and there's 2 maids. Pretty sure it was 2 maids, yeah. And one was the newbie, the shinjin, the newbie, and one was the meidocho, which is like the chief maid. She was, I believe, the owner of the establishment, and she was dressed in a maid outfit, of course. And the shinjin, the rookie maid, she was dressed as a maid as well. And of course, very nice. And they call me the Goshujin-sama, and the master. And there's these 2 tables, so I sit down at the table, and there's a like a, what's it called, like a disclaimer, what's the terms and conditions kind of thing, like a little, not a contract, but make sure like, hey, we don't allow this or this or this, no stalking of the maids, you don't exchange personal information, blah blah blah, like just the standard kind of thing that you have to sign, right? And then you pick your well, I had already picked the 90-minute omakase, the course that had the feet and the legs and the back and the head massage, 90 minutes. So I had already picked that out when I did the online reservation. So I signed the paper or whatever they explained to me, and the shinjin, the rookie maid, it was the one that ended up being my massage therapist. So after a few minutes, we go down the stairs, and there's a room with like a chair, and then the massage chair bed thing. So, you change into like the looser fitting clothing. So it's just easier to do the massage. And then there's a foot bath, right? So you soak your feet. And then she starts, you could pick from a head massage, I think. No, from a shoulder massage and like the arm hand massage. So she starts doing that. I picked the hand massage, starts doing that as I'm soaking the feet. And then after that, I think you move over to the like massage chair bed with the hole in the thing, for your face. And then she starts doing the leg massage. And then all the while, we're talking though, right? She's talking, asking questions, whatever, and we're talking about like, I live in Hawaii, so we talk about Hawaii, and then eventually we get to like anime, and she watches some anime, Spy Family and Oshinoko and this and that, and we're talking about all this stuff. It's quite fun. It was engaging. She was like, here's the thing. So sometimes maid cafes can be a little too like, I've only been to like 2 maid cafes, I think, and like I found the experience to be kind of like it was fine, but it wasn't like, oh my god, I have to go back again, because to me it was a little like too much, like a little too like cutesy and exaggerated. But honestly, when I was just having like this conversation with this maid massage therapist, like it was just like talking to somebody, just pretty normal. It wasn't like overly exaggerated, and we were just talking about like anime in Hawaii and work and this and that and content creation. And it was just a fun conversation. And so yeah, so there was the foot massage, and then moved to the back, and then the shoulder area, like this front area here, and then the head, and that was basically the 90 minutes. And overall, it was just fine. Like, I'm not some massage expert, so I'm not gonna. That was actually the first massage I've ever paid for. So if you're looking for some kind of in-depth massage review, I'm sorry, like I can't do that. I think I've only had one other proper massage in my life, and that was when I was working at a school for the blind in Japan, and they gave me a free massage because there's a vocational like school there where people are trained to be massage therapists, and so they're like, hey, you want a massage? Like, okay, and that was a good massage. That was a great massage. This time around, no complaints. I don't know. I thought it was perfectly fine. Maybe it's, but also I should point out here that as I was talking to her, she told me like, oh, I used to work at, like I'm a trained massage therapist, but I'm a rookie here at this specific massage place. So she changed jobs to work at the Maid massage place, even though she was already like trained and was working at a regular massage place. So she's just not some like random person that's never massaged a person before. Even though she was a rookie, she was experienced. So anyway, no complaints on my part. But I mean, if you want a proper massage, I guess maybe you should not go. Maybe you should go to a different place, I guess. But the novelty and again, no complaints on the massage. Like I don't know, no complaints whatsoever. So I left there feeling relaxed and I don't know, in a good mood, because I was like, oh my god, I just got a Maid massage, and I can do a video about this. So here's the funniest thing that happens during this whole thing. So after it's done, you change, right? You put your regular clothes back on, and then the maid comes back in, and she's like, oh, okay, like are you ready or whatever? No, I don't remember, but anyway, she's waiting for you to get changed, right? So she leaves the room, of course, and you get changed, and then she says, oh, let me put your socks on. And this is she explained that this is Felicie, like again, the name of the store is Felicie. Felicie, like this kind of their thing. This is what they do. So when a customer has socks on, they will come and take them off or put them on you. So she did not take them off of me when I got there. Just the way, I don't know, she forgot or I was too fast or something. But when it was time to leave, she did put my socks back on. It was so funny. Like, to me, it was just funny. It was kind of weird, but it was just funny. And she was explaining like, oh, this is like a special service. This is our thing. This is our, kind of the thing that we're known for. Because, the maids do this for their master, right? It's like, oh, okay. And then one other thing, when I got there, they said, oh, by the way, like if you need to charge your phone, we can do that for you. And like, oh, okay. So then I got my phone charged while I was getting the massage. By the time that I was done, the phone was almost completely charged. So that was great. And then it was actually quite low because the night before, I don't know, maybe I didn't like plug it in properly. So that was great. I was really happy about that. And then, yeah, I got a point card, which I still have. I don't know if I'm ever going to go back, but I have the point card. And I think it's every 1,000 yen, you get a stamp. So then I think if you get another, like, I don't know, 12 stamps or whatever, every 1,000 yen, right? I got like 12 stamps. So if I get another 12 stamps, I'll get like 1,000 yen discount or like a Polaroid like picture with the maid or something else, I think. And then there's a birthday course too. So I think if you go during your birthday month, they give you like a free cup or something like that, or a free dish. It changes from time to time. So please check the website if you're interested, but there is a birthday course. And then there's also a ladies course. So for women, so this is not just for men. And so if you're interested in that and you're not a guy, you can also go. And if you're, a female, you can go get a maid massage as well. So again, this is a little bit out of the way, but it's not that hard to find. And again, it's like maybe, if you know where it is, it might only take you like 5 minutes to get there if you walk kind of quickly. And it's not that far from the Akihabara train station. So would I recommend it? Well, right now it's cheaper than it used to be if you have dollars because of the exchange rate. So, there's that $85. I don't know if I'd paid like $130 for this, but for $85, like, okay, it's a fun experience. It's something different, and plus you get a massage. So hey, no complaints there. I mean, good massage. Fun conversation because I can speak Japanese and I do watch anime and that kind of stuff. Fun conversation, and I was able to make a video out of this. hey, no complaints. So, yeah, just be nice. Of course, this is a proper massage place. Don't like harass the maids or anything. Be nice. If you can speak Japanese, I think you're going to get an even better experience, probably because you can actually have conversations. But I did ask them. Well, I asked the maid that was massaging me, and her name was Rairi. She was super nice. So, no complaints there. Great maid. I asked her, so do you get many non-Japanese customers? And she said, actually, from time to time we do. And I'm really grateful for like these translation softwares because that really helps us out. So when they do get non-Japanese people that don't speak Japanese, it seems like they use a lot of like apps and Google Translate and that kind of thing. But they you get a massage. Nothing changes. You still get that service. So at the current exchange rate, I said, hey, why not, right? And I'm glad I did it. So would I recommend it? Like if you want an interesting experience and you're already in the market for a massage and you do like that kind of like Maid anime and all that kind of like Akihabara culture, it's like, hey, check it out. Why not? You should try to get a appointment beforehand if you do though. They do take walk-ins, but it's not like a big place. It's quite a small place, and I don't know. They may only have like 2 to 3, maybe 4 maids on staff at any one time. So if you do just walk in, there's no guarantee that you would be able to just go right away. So I will leave the link in the show notes, in the description, whatever, if you're interested, you can check it out. Be nice, be respectful, try not to go with stinky feet. Be nice to the maids, and you can tell them you saw the video if you want to do that. I don't get anything. This isn't a sponsored thing. I purely just did this because I was looking for something like, hey, if I'm gonna get a massage, why not make it a fun, interesting, novel thing? And I'm so glad I did it. So now I can say I was massaged by a maid in Akihabara. I don't know if that's not some kind of like otaku merit badge. Like, I don't know what is it. All right. So if you enjoyed that story, hit the subscribe button. Check out my podcasts, Japan Station, Ichimon Japan. Tons of Japan content for you. Leave a comment. Tell me if you've ever gotten a maid massage yourself, or if you're planning on doing that. I would love to know if you've ever had that experience or plan to do that. Hit the like button, and I'll be back next time.